Shocking. Oh my God. A worker of Barstool is racist? Oh my God. A white dude who works for David Portnoy from Boston is racist? What? Damn, y'all. We gotta talk about Kyren Lacy. So Kyren Lacy was the football star that he got accused of murdering somebody in a hit and run. And then today is coming out, or like this week or this past couple of days is coming out that he was actually innocent. He didn't kill them in a hit and run, but he ended up. So Kyren Lacy was an LSU star who got accused of killing somebody in a hit and run. His trial was set, and before his trial, he committed suicide because he knew he was cooked. His NFL dreams was done, all that shit. Yeah, to find out that he was innocent is fucking crazy. Let's look it up. Buddy was innocent, bro. So Kyren Lacy, who took his own life, was framed by the police on lies of a white woman who killed a white veteran. Am I supposed to believe black people are randomly hanging themselves in the deep south to commit suicide? I see no changes. That's insane, bro.
Don't worry about filling any of this top information, like your name, your address. Don't worry about any of that. Just right here, if you could, I'll just have you write exactly what you saw. Just make sure to include, where you were.
I don't even know what the name of that highway.
It's Highway 20. Highway 20. That you just.
All right, maybe my wife gonna figure out right quick.
Okay, just make sure you add in there that you had to slam on your brakes and the brakes you had to slam on the brakes to avoid that charger and the brakes locked up to avoid that charger. That's.
I ain't skid mark or nothing. I wasn't even going for it. That lady in the back of me, she didn't saw what happened. That's how she called that wreck. She was running in the back of me. She pulled on the other side, and that's not in it.
So, but the charger was coming right at you, correct? And that's why you had to slam on your brake, the head on with you. So yeah, just make sure you include that, and that's very important because we're trying to locate this charger right now. So just include that in the statement, and I'll read it.
Really trying to make sure that. All right, make sure you put the charger in it. All right. The charger, just make sure the charger's in it, okay? Hey, but the woman did this. The charger, focus on the nigga's car. We're not talking about the white. Focus on the nigga's car.
Over, and then I'll be out of here.
In that video, you can clearly hear the suggestive nature indicating that I need you to say that you had to slam on your brakes and you had to avoid a charger.
Right.
Okay, just make sure you add in there that you had to slam on your brakes and the brakes you had to slam on the brakes to avoid that charger and the brakes locked up to avoid that charger. This
shit is nasty work, bro.
But then you hear Gold Truck, the witness who's the Gold Truck, what he says. And he says verbatim.
I ain't skid mark or nothing. I wasn't even going for it. That lady in the back of me, she didn't saw what happened. That's how she called that wreck. She was running in the back of me. She pulled on the other side, and that's not in it.
Lady in the back
I didn't skid marked or nothing because I wasn't even going that fast. That lady in the back of me, she didn't see what's happening. That's how she caused that wreck. She was going to run into the back of me, and she pulled into the other side.
So it was a lady who started it.
But there's a bigger problem. I then obtained the actual written statement.
And this is from the Gold Truck.
This is the Gold Truck. Now, after the statement we just went through, notice I've obviously redacted names, addresses, and the cell phone number in fairness to the individual who is Gold Truck number one in oncoming traffic. See, the problem with that statement is it is in direct contravention to what was said minutes earlier. It's not written by him, and where it says signed, it's not signed, it's refused.
Wow.
But you see, when I have a witness who is the most critical, and he's telling you, I wasn't traveling fast. We know now that he wasn't. The data shows 2.99 seconds before that he was traveling 28 miles an hour. The data shows that. Now he corroborates that. And he goes on to say, I didn't even make a skid mark. That woman behind me, she caused that accident. And you give me this statement? that is refused?
So y'all see what's going on. So the accident, it was like a 3-car crash accident. I'll show the accident in a second. But it shows a woman hitting the back of the gold truck, I'm guessing. She caused the accident, and Kyren Lacy's Charger comes into the picture at some point. And the dude is saying the woman is the one that started the accident. But the officer, for some odd reason, we don't know what it is, but my brain just goes to race. If y'all have a better explanation, let me know. But anytime it's a white officer, a white witness involved, if it's a white officer and you have the ability to frame, you have the ability to charge a white woman, someone that looks like the white officer's wife most likely, or a young black kid, who do you think he's gonna charge? If he has the choice, to make you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want in this file. The world's yours. Are you gonna put down this white woman that looks like your sister, that looks like your mom, looks like your wife, looks like your daughter one day? Are you gonna put her in jail? Make her life hard, make her kids' life hard, make another white life struggling and hard? Is he gonna do that? Or is he gonna go for the football player who thinks he's a hot shot with a car he wishes he always had, money he wishes he always had, girls, fame, success he wishes he always had? This is my time to, hey, I got you. You think you hot shit? Watch this. This is how they play. This is what happens in the real world. And y'all are quick to say, well, we'll get into it.
I got a problem. With that. A big one. What he's saying is she had to avoid hitting him. Mm-hmm. He specifically stated she caused that accident. But I've got an affidavit for arrest warrant right here. Nowhere in here does it say anything that you guys just saw on body cam. To the contrary, about that vehicle, it says the gold truck took evasive action by emergency braking and driving off the roadway to avoid a head-on crash.
We gotta see this crash. Let's watch the crash. This is fucking sad, dog. That he literally killed himself for no reason. He's stressing, embarrassed. People looking at him, calling him a murderer on the TL and shit. He's looking at shit like my life is over. Looking at this shit like my life is over. Damn, bro. Where's the video? Oh, the crash. Here it is.
In the top left of the screen, you're going to see multiple cars just making their way south to Thibodaux, coming from Vacherie. At some point in time, you're going to see the collision, which we're going to know is vehicle number 2 from oncoming traffic colliding with the vehicle of Mr. Hall. You will see another vehicle come to a stop, and then you'll see Kyren Lacy come to a stop.
Right. He got the green.
So as we've seen the video, it looks like the impact happens, and then Kyren Lacy is behind him. How far away was he from there?
Well, yeah, that's the beauty of the investigative report that I now have my hands on. We know from data that Kyren Lacy did, in fact, pass 4 cars. There's no disputing that. Further north, Kyren Lacy passed 4 cars.
So he wasn't even involved in the accident. He was 4 cars back, and they still charged him.
However, he was back in his lane of travel, 92.3 yards. Back in his lane, behind Mr. Hall. At the time of impact, he's 72.6 yards behind the vehicles at the time of impact. Keyword, behind the vehicles.
Wow.
That is not how this story was ever painted. Never.
Wow, they literally framed him, dog, into killing himself. Somebody needs to pay for this. Somebody needs to pay for this. Whoever, the cops involved, judge involved, whoever, prosecutor, anybody involved in this shit needs to face consequences. Multiple lives were taken in this situation. The woman who caused the accident needs to face consequences in this shit. So you're telling me a black college football star was framed by a white police officer for a white woman causing a homicidal hit and run to a white male veteran. More white on white crime being pinned on somebody else. If we don't see that there is an underlying white supremacy bro code, a white alliance to make sure our people get by, make sure our people, you feel me? It's in broad daylight. You just got to do your own research and really wake up. And we also need white people to just call out the facts. Call out a spade. Tell the truth what's really going on. Because this is this type of shit that goes on. I just favorited it. Look at this shit. This is what's going on. He gets accused, right? He gets accused. And what do racists immediately do? A black kid gets immediately accused of a hit and run. LSU standout Kyren Lacy wanted on charges of negligent homicide, felony hit and run. And a worker of shocking, oh my God, a worker of Barstool is racist? Oh my God! A white dude who works for David Portnoy from Boston is racist? What? Yeah, not shocking at all. We know racists hire other racists and Proud Boys vet other Proud Boys and KKK members vet under KKK members. There's KKK members, former KKK members who were judges, who were police officers. They are still around to this day. So we gotta always keep that in mind. So without knowing anything, this Barstool worker goes shocking and posts a picture of him with guns. He hasn't shot nobody. He hasn't done anything. He just doing it, having fun. We can pull up 1,000 white athletes doing hand gestures. We could definitely find a white athlete doing the John Morant bomb, the LSU dance, the gun dance. You feel me? We can find if Jackson Dart did this. Yeah, Jackson! Yeah! Jackson Dart, he's so cool! With the face paint, with his chain, Jackson Dart! But as soon as niggas start wearing chains, Odell with the watch, oh my God, can we get some professionalism in our sport? Can we get our sport back? It's getting too all these hoodlums running our sport with these chains and these gold grills. Let Scatterbo come out with a gold grill. Y'all will lose your fucking mind. We gotta start calling this shit out. So this fucking racist fuck, without knowing shit, goes shocking. Insinuating that Kyren Lacy was a bad kid and just did a negligent homicide and was reckless and all this shit. And then look, let's swipe over. If we look right here. Let's move it over, shall we? So y'all can see. Let's move it over so y'all can see. Right here. I don't know if y'all can see the reply. It's kind of small. But look, he said it right here. I'll bring it up. Here we go. Here we go. Right here. I apologize for the tweet and I want to acknowledge that I was wrong. I judged based off evidence reported and could have waited further for evidence to come out. I mean, what else are you gonna say, you KKK MAGA fuck, to keep your job? What else can you say? These are the same people that that take pictures with their knee on people's neck. Just George Floydin'. We just George Floydin', making fun. We just Trayvon Martinin'. George Zimmerman was signing Skittles in Arizona cans. These are the same people that run these, that are police officers, there are judges, they run companies, they work for companies, they're everywhere. So we need to understand that. Just take all these people with a grain of salt. Because they look at us with a grain of salt. They looked at Kyren Lacy like he was a thug without even... This is a college-educated, young, successful black man on his way to the NFL. And he's still looked at as a thug. Still looked at as a hoodlum. Still looked at as less than. It's crazy, right? What more could you want? You want your kids to go to college, get a good job, and get a career. Guess what? He was on the path to do that. And y'all wanna label him a homicidal hoodlum thug with no evidence, based off evidence reported. What evidence was reported? That he did a hit and run? So we just believe all cops? We believe we just believe the justice system? This shit is sickening, bro. R.I.P. Kyren Lacy, dog. He needs to be jailed. What's his name? Tyler Werner. Tyler Werner deserves to be in jail for the rest of his life. Because this did not only take one life, it took multiple lives. It did not only take the life that day of the hit and run. Kyren Lacy committed, you feel me? He unalived himself from the stress and the pressure from this cop. Only him. The video of the cop persuading the dude to testify and to put down a witness statement that Kyren Lacy's charger did this is disgusting. And he deserves to be in jail for the rest of his life for this shit. Tyler Werner, say his name. Tyler Werner. We need to start a Tyler Werner challenge. How they did George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin. The list goes on. Let's keep doing it. I don't give a fuck. They go low, we go high. Fuck that. They go low, we go to hell. That's the only thing they respect. These founding fathers, these fucking slave master KKK owner niggas, they only respect bloodshed. That's it. They don't respect peace, peaceful protests, all this shit. They don't respect none of that shit, bro. They don't respect this shit. They want us dead. They want us in the fucking dirt. Shit is fucking sad. This shit gets me so fucking mad, bro. I'm about to get off this shit. Cause I don't like getting emotional, because then I start tweaking. I start saying shit. I start offending people. And I start giving the real. Because this is the real, bro. This is racist KKK shit. This is the new lynching. It's the new lynching. This is how they get away with lynching young black kids. And we're not going to do it publicly. We're just going to fuck you over in the justice system. And then then we got Charlie Kirks. Then we got the Charlie Kirks of the world. Black people are the most this. Black people are the most that. We are the most falsely accused people on this planet. You see it here firsthand. They accuse us for nothing. They accuse us because we're black. They accuse us because they see us on a path to greatness and they want to stop that shit. They want to stop the black family by any means necessary. At age 18 in college, at age 25, at age 50, Kanye, it doesn't matter. They will stop you by any means necessary. They do not want to see us win. If y'all think this is coincidental, if y'all think this is just, oh, this is just a coincidence, this just happened one time, this doesn't happen often, come on, bro. It happens all the fucking time. Imagine how much it happens that we don't hear about it, where it's not reported. You feel me? This shit is crazy, bro. Dumbass Charlie Kirks in the world coming in, oh, black people are the most imprisoned. We're the most falsely imprisoned. 1, and 2, we're the most exonerated. So we're the most falsely imprisoned, and then we're the most exonerated, meaning we get out because we were falsely accused. We are fighting an uphill battle every day. No matter what, we can be on the right path, like Kyren. I'm sweating, bro. I'm sweating because y'all got me hot. I'm sweating because y'all got me hot. We can be on the right path to greatness like Kyren, and they can still fucking shoot us in the foot. We could be Kunta Kinte trying to escape the plantation, and the cop is still gonna find a way to get us and cut our fucking foot. I'm sick of this shit, bro. Somebody has to address this shit. And as long as this motherfucker Trump is in office, he's gonna keep enabling these motherfuckers. He's gonna keep enabling this behavior. This racist shit is never gonna end. Unless we get other white people. I need my white brothers and sisters to step up and say this is wrong. Especially my poor white and my poor white brothers and sisters. I need y'all to step up the most. Why? Because y'all are more like us than y'all are like them rich white people. I know just because they look like y'all and because they treat you right at the grocery store, you think that you're one of them. But guess what? If this shit crashes today, they taking their billions and they're going to a different country. And leaving your white trailer trash ass right here with the ghetto black people. So you might as well get cool with us now. We all the same. We all poor in the same. The white trailer park is the ghetto. It's the same shit. Tell me the differences. I'll wait. They don't want us to know that though. Because if the poor blacks and the poor whites stick together, woo! This is a rich versus poor fight, not a black versus white fight. But you poor whites get confused because the rich sell you a dream. Y'all think y'all have to fight black people and fight colored people to feel seen. Nah, that's not the fight. And notice how these rich motherfuckers are still miserable, still talking about black people, still don't seem happy with all the money in the world. They're still unfulfilled. Looking at black people like, how are you guys how do y'all just have this black joy and just like, how are y'all just so happy and we gave y'all nothing and you're still happy? How? We won't allow this. Kill them all. Put them in jail. Do something. That's what really happens, y'all. It's what really happens, y'all. I need everybody to understand how much race plays a part in sports. If this was Jackson Dart, would anybody be calling him a hoodlum, a thug, any of this stuff? Would anyone say anything if this was Jackson Dart? Would they say anything?
Everybody put their Glocks in there for me.
They would say absolutely nothing if this was Jackson Dart.
You got a stick on your shit, you got a 50 on your shit, put your shit in there for me.
If this was Jackson Dart, they'd be like, oh my God, Jackson, yes! Yes! No, they'd be like, yes! They'd be like, yes, Jackson! Oh my God, Jackson! Your swag is so cool. The way you dance is so cool. The way you wear your chain is so cool. Let a nigga do it. Oh my God, can we get some professionalism in the sport? All this dancing in the freaking in the end zone is for those people. Give the ball to the ref and get back in the huddle. Can we get some professionalism, please? The second a white person does it, a second a white nigga go between his legs behind the back. Oh my God, ew! Let a nigga do it. He's so fucking flashy. Oh my God, just dribble the ball and put it up. Enough with the fadeaways, enough with the crossovers. Just get to the point. If this was Jackson Dart, niggas would like, we see it already. We see the Jackson Dart edits. He acts exactly like Shador Sanders. And they hate Shador for how he acts. But let Jackson Dart and Scatterball do exactly what Shador Sanders does. And they go crazy. Why? I'm not going to say it. Why do y'all think it is? Why do y'all think it is, huh? Let's do a moment of silence for the innocent Kyren Lacy before we get up out of here. We love you, Black King, Black brother. We hate that you had to, feel me? You had to pass in such stress and distress and fear of the future. But we now know the truth. We know your innocence. And we're going to pray for justice. We're going to make sure whoever was responsible for what happened to you, we're going to make sure that they pay for this shit.